Hello there, fellow Super Nintendo collectors. Welcome to the second episode of New Items Unpacked in English Language. I hope that you enjoyed the last episode and that the sheer incredible amount of quality content made you come back here. Just kidding. Let's start with my first purchase of October. Looks like a bunch of manuals. Oh, look. A bunch of manuals. This seller wrote some nice messages into the parcel and on the wrapping. He wrote things like stay healthy, have fun with it, and fuck me for blow. But I am used to this kind of attention. Hee hee ha ha hee 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 hee. Let's see how I wasted my money here. The first manual is ActRaiser 2. The second manual is the one why I bought the set. It's King Arthur's World FRG. I have an incomplete game of it and now it's complete. The other manuals are Demolition Man, Yoshi's Island and Super Drop Zone. At least I didn't buy the 100th manual of Super Mario World 1. Because I don't have any use for the manuals, except King Arthur, I'll put them to my collection of other double manuals. In my opinion, it is very useful to save double manuals somewhere, and not sell them. Selling them brings just a few bucks, but if you need one of them, it's fucking great. I probably have about 400 loose manuals here. After unpacking a set of manuals, what would be the best thing to do? Unpacking another set of manuals. Of course. This time I bought a bunch of SCN and Euro manuals. The reason why I bought this is the Yoshi's Island manual, because I have an empty box of it, and the two Bergsala Haften black and white. Dummy again didn't check if I already have them. So worst case hit me hard. I have them both already. Fuck shit dumb asshole. Here you can see the two Bergsala manuals in black and white. Oh, and a bunch of replacement cartridge trays. Didn't even know they were included. Now you can watch me checking my Killer Instinct and Jimmy Connors games for the black and white Bergsala manuals. This will take at least several minutes. Have fun, or not. Okay, here I am again. As you can see from both of my Pac-Man 2 games on the right side, I bought a third Pac-Man 2 game. Next to the German and the French version, I now have the Dutch version. Yay! This is a waste of money. Collecting in general is a waste of money, but this is the worst case of wasted money. It's fucking Pac-Man. Nobody cares, not even I do. I'm not even happy that I have it. This is just the work part of collecting, not the fun part. The fun part is finding a rare game, or a very good condition, or a really cheap game, or finding some new information about games. But owning another Pac-Man 2 can be compared to a small stomach ache you had yesterday. Doesn't hurt anymore and you barely remember it. The good thing about the stomach ache though, is that you could fart it away. Go away now, dumb casual game. We need time for some high tier stuff. Holy shit. Those are a lot of Star Wars games. And those are not even all the ones that exist. First of all, I don't have the normal German version NOE, then there might be an FRG-1 version, I also don't have the UK version and the AUS no- version. Now let me try to get this fucker open. Turns out that this parcel doesn't want to be opened. This is a tough one. I could have impregnated 3 women in the time I needed to open this parcel. I could have been sent to prison for those 3 rapes. I would have been released from prison, before I would have opened this parcel. I could have written an entire autobiography about my prison time, titled, How to Pick Up Soap from the Ground in a Prison's Group Shower. I could have sold the rights to my autobiography to a movie company. The director's cut would be released on DVD before I can get this fucker open. Finally I opened it, like my father changed my diapers when I was a baby, with brute force. Oh, no, the struggle continues. What was the seller thinking? How can I make the life of my customer as miserable as possible? This always reminds me of people who try to be funny when giving a present. They wrap it in a dozen layers of gift paper or stuff like that. Kings of comedy. What the fuck? More paper? And it's even taped to another piece of cardboard? This seller is some offspring of Satan. And as the final fist up my ass, we got those shitty protectors that I can't get open. Thanks, Obama. Here you can see that it is the SCN version of Super Star Wars. Finally I got it. There's only a good 20 SCN games left that I don't have. The condition is pretty good, though it doesn't have the consumer information leaflet and the Bergsala flyer. But I got extra ones lying around. Bam, gotta love it. During the editing of this video, I thought that I could see if there is a nice AUS No-1 version for sale. But no, nothing. Only bad condition for high prices. So basically the standard situation in AUS collecting. Shitty, overpriced games. But what I really like, and I'm not ironic this time, is the purple box of the Australian -1. Love it. The other game of this purchase is Tim or Tintin in Tibet, UK version. It's sad that I already have it and that no upgrade in condition was possible. But the Spanish manual in black and white was worth it. So I added it to my copy of the game and back it goes to the shelf. This time I also didn't forget to update it in my list. So maybe I won't buy it another time. Because of this purchase of Tintin, I found out that another version of this game exists, a Dutch version. I bought it today and I guess that we will see me unpacking it in this episode, too. When I unpack the Dutch one I will show you all the Tintin in Tibet games that I have, and I will tell you which other versions of the game exist, but I don't have. I found out another interesting thing when comparing both cartridges. Seems like I had the wrong card in my copy of the game. Both games got the PAL code Euro, but one says Quifie in Tibet, the other says Tintin in Tibet. The correct cart for the UK version is Tintin. This next purchase is interesting, because I will give you my opinion on sealed game collecting. As a start, I want to tell you that I have many sealed games myself. The sealed game I have bought here is the Spanish version of Battle Clash. You can find it very easily, it's one of the most common sealed games there are. I have it 2 more times, lol. The condition of this one is much worse than the ones from my collection. This and the fact that the seal was over the Precio Especial sticker made me think that I will unseal it now. First of all, let's compare the seal with the one from my collection. You can see that there are differences in the seal. So does it make one of both games a resealed game? Don't know. Nobody knows. And that's why I hate collecting sealed games. There is a huge chance that somebody sealed it themselves. You will never know until you open the game, but then it's no longer sealed. In my life as a collector I bought several sealed games that were resealed for sure. So I won't buy sealed games anymore, unless they are super cheap, which is very hard to find, or if they have the Nintendo red strip. As I said, the sticker was below the seal. I have some sealed games where the sticker is on the seal. Let's open the fucker and see if everything is correct. Or maybe we will find a Super Tennis cartridge? Or money? Or a puppy? Disappointed. No Super Tennis cartridge. All the contents looks new and correct. So maybe this one was really sealed as it was sold back then. Maybe it wasn't. Nobody can say. And now somebody has to explain to me why some collectors would pay up to several times the money of the normal value, just because it is sealed. For the next purchase, I would like to hear your opinion. Was it worth it? For your information, It was a buy now listing and I paid €34.95 for it. Would you have bought it? I mean, on the one hand it's a bit cheaper than it would have been as an auction. But is worth it having to take the risks as a seller and the work of taking photos and making the listings, just to earn what? €15? Donkey Kong Country, Aladdin, and Super Mario World. All 3 cartridges are good to sell and the condition is good, too. But still, would you buy this set? I'm really interested. I personally like having some extra Super Mario World cartridges lying around. I can use them well, to sell them with a console. Especially in the dark time of the year, such sets sell at good prices. Leave a comment, if you want. The next parcel contains another SCN game I bought. You might wonder why I bought a game in such a bad condition and without cartridge bag, consumer information leaflet and Bergsala flyer. The reason is simple, Yogi Bear is a tough find. I thought that I'd better have it in a bad condition than not have it at all. So that's why I bought it. You usually don't find the game at all. As I have said this, there will probably be 10 listing of the game in the next few weeks. That's usually what happens to me. As you can see, the condition really is bad. For more casual games I would not add them to my collection. As I mentioned at 6 minutes and 45 seconds of this video, that I don't have the normal German version of Super Star Wars. This version is a very easy find for me, because I am German and finding German games is easiest if you are German. But I didn't find it yet in a condition that suited my needs. If I got that Star Wars game in a condition similar to the condition of this Yogi Bear game, I wouldn't add it to my collection. The last year and this year, eBay went through massive changes. They introduced their dumb new payment method, where the customers pay to eBay, and not to the seller. Just like Amazon. They also massively increased the fees. And by massively, I mean super duper massively. Now they are on Amazon levels. Of course this caused a lot of anger within the community, and probably because of that, they gave out €50 coupons to private users. And with that coupon I bought these 5 cartridges. I only have a real use for Super Mario Kart and Super Street Fighter, because I have sets of manuals and boxes for those games. But I could get the other carts at a reasonable price, so why not? Nothing more to say. In this huge parcel, that could hold like 20 box games, I find a lot of wrapping. The wrapping got taped together, so that it's harder to open it. Thanks. You have already recognized the game, right? Super Mario Kart. And as a gift, the seller gave me one of those super strong protector cases. I don't understand why, but I'm happy when I get free stuff. The Mario Kart I bought here is the SCN version, SCN-1 to be precise. You can see that it is the -1 from that little corner that says only 4. The normal SCN doesn't have it. Holy shit. The seller even taped the fat box. Man, why are people so scared that their parcel has to survive a nuclear apocalypse? The condition is very good, but the price was very high. I paid €210 for it. Kinda expensive, you might think. You are right. Let me quickly add an original cartridge bag into the shelf with it. Wanna see all my Super Mario Kart versions from my collection? I bet you do. So here they are. And again, those are not even all that exist. Here I bought a GPS version. I already have it, and this purchase was meant as a quality upgrade. The one from my collection is in very good condition. This one is in as new condition. Yay! With GPS games it's interesting. Some of them are very easy to get in as new condition. Like Kirby's Ghost Trap. Some games on the other hand, are ultra rare and therefore hard to get in nice condition, or hard to find at all. I hate it when sellers put the manual and extras on top of the cartridge tray. Like this, you risk damaging the paper parts when closing the box. I often had it that manuals got dog ears because of this. In such a case I file complaints to the sellers. Because I absolutely hate that, and the sellers, too. I hope that this next bit will not be too confusing. During the opening of the parcel I will tell you the long and frustrating story of the French letter. Long time before I started my interest in different PAL versions, I bought an empty box of a game. No manual, no cart, just the box. Due to my policy of not selling incomplete games, I kept the box. For years. Then I started to collect all the different PAL codes and found out that this empty box was a really super rare one. It's the NOE version of a very common game. The Euro version of it is super common, and the other versions, FRA, ESP and ETA, are pretty easy to find, too. In all those years I wasn't able to find a manual of this NOE version or a complete game. I have permanently opened a tab in my Chrome browser with a search for this game in order to not miss it, if it should ever appear. Last week I found it, a loose manual for the game. The good thing is that the cart in all different versions is Euro, so finding a cart will not be that difficult. And today is the day that I received the manual. And you'll witness me opening it. But, before I open it, I have to tell you two very disappointing things. First, the game itself is very boring. It's a sports game. Second, today, the day that I received the manual that I have been looking for years, today someone listed the complete game in NOE version as an auction. What a motherfucking coincidence. In such a situation I tend to think that I might live in an artificial world like Jim Carrey does in The Truman Show. Okay, let's see which manual it is. It's fucking FIFA 98. This long ass story for FIFA 98? Yeah, sorry. But trust me, this shitty game is super rare. If you can ever get your hands on the NOE version, buy it. I have a project running for my collection. Whenever I get a new game or when I list a game on eBay, I put the EAN code of the game into my games list. At the moment it looks like this. Here you can see all the EAN codes that I have already added to my list. In most cases all different PAL versions of a game have the same EAN code. Like this, all 8 Mega Man X games have the same EAN code. Some games have 2 different EAN codes for all their versions, like Nigel Mansell's World Championship Racing. But FIFA 98 seems to be kinda unique. Every single different PAL version has its own EAN code. The last digit of the code is different. And you know what's funny? The ending digit of 6 is missing. Does that mean that there is one more PAL code that I don't have? Or just coincidence? Here, have a look on all my FIFA 98 games. There are some games in the Super Nintendo library that are neither very famous nor very expensive, but you won't get them often. One of those games is Nickelodeon's Real Monsters. I shit you not, I never ever had this game a second time in my life. Not even a loose card. I bought it once, put it into my collection. Game over. The thing is that the condition of my game wasn't the best, so I decided to find it in better condition. The good thing is that I could improve all three parts of the game: box, manual and cart. The other game from this purchase is Home Alone 2. I wanted to show you the other two versions from my collection, but by mistake I got the Home Alone 1 games. Whoopsie. This is the Spanish version of Home Alone 2. I found both games on the German eBay. Finding foreign Super Nintendo games on the German eBay website usually means a low price and low shipping costs. Here you can see the different state of the Real Monsters games. Even though the new one is not in new condition, it's still a massive improvement over the one I had. Because I don't know what to say, I'm going to sing a song for you. Old MacDonald had a farm E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had some cows E-I-E-I-O, with a moo-moo here and a moo-moo there, here a moo, there a moo, everywhere a moo-moo. Old MacDonald had a farm E-I-E-I-O. Old MacDonald had a farm E-I-E-I-O, and on his farm he had some chicks E-I-E-I-O, with a cluck cluck here and a cluck cluck there, here a cluck, there a cluck, everywhere a cluck cluck. If you like that, please support me at Pop Stars. Thanks. Long story short, my brother collects stamps and this parcel has some good looking ones on it. That's why I saved the stamps. This purchase was done in order to expand my collection. Nothing special. Both ETA versions. Magical Quest and F-Zero. I already have the ETA-1 of F-Zero, now I bought the ETA No-1. The funny thing is that I found two buy now offers of the No-1, both at €100. I sent an offer to both of them over €70. I don't know about your success rate, when you sent price offers 30% below the initial price, but mine is low. Very low. Unfortunately I got them both. Fuck. Here you can see the PAL code, ETA No-1. Why would the seller put my games into those little plastic bags? Or why would anyone do that? That's ridiculous. It seems like they included a consumer information leaflet with the ETA No-1, and an Euro consumer leaflet with the ETA-1s. The good thing about this purchase is that both games were complete, no missing cart bags or consumer leaflets. The PAL code ETA/S ETA means that the game has Italian screen text only. So far I found two games with Italian screen text, this and MechWarrior. Here I can show you all the magical quests that I have accumulated over the years. Quite a few. When it comes to accumulating many games, I don't want to keep my F-Zeros back. A total of 17 versions. Yay! This purchase is directly connected with the not so much fun part of my style of collecting. Due to the fact that I want my games as complete as possible, I have to buy stuff that I initially didn't want to buy. Here I bought a boxed controller. I'll remove the Swedish consumer information leaflet, the Bergsala flyer and the advertisement and sell off the rest. Like this I can buy a game that lacks one or more of those components and complete them. This is very cost intensive and not much fun. But what has to be done, has to be done. This seller squished the controller into a snug fit box protector. Little did he know that the box of a controller is slightly bigger than the box of a game. That's why the box protector couldn't be closed well. What's the solution to this problem? Right, duct tape. In the first year of collecting, I also collected the controllers in their original boxes. But I stopped that. Why? Because I don't give a fuck about controllers. Bergsala and consumer info. Beautiful, isn't it? A quick check of the controller. Yep, it's a controller. Now if you remember the Yogi Bear game missing the Bergsala stuff, that I unpacked a few minutes ago, here it is again. I will not put the newly acquired Bergsala stuff into it, because the Yogi Bear is in a bad condition and the Bergsala stuff is in excellent condition. It doesn't match. A good source for original cartridge bags in excellent condition is buying low-tier games in new condition. In my time as a collector, I had the chance of buying several games from old stocks in high quantities. For example, Spirou, French/Dutch, Daffy Duck, UKV, Smurfs, ESP, Arkanoid, NFAH, Super Tennis, ETA-2 and many more. I will take out the dust bags and sell them without. Unfortunately the selling price will be lower without the bags. But I guess that's my destiny. The Pilot Wings is even better than the Super Tennis because it is the ETA No-1. That's why it has an ETA consumer information leaflet and not a Euro. This purchase will be great. I guarantee you. Donkey Kong Country 2, Classic Edition. SimCity, Classic Edition. And finally Super Mario Kart, Classic Edition. Let's start with Donkey Kong Country 2. Nice condition by the way. Let's open this fucker. Come on, you asshole. Oh, something is wrong here. A Swedish manual and a Swedish manual in black and white. One of those is wrong. I gotta check my list of Eternal SCN knowledge. Turns out, the Classic didn't have the black and white manual, but GPS and NOE did. So let me add this to my GPS. Oh no, holy shit. I had it already. My goodness. So let's add it to the NOE. I'll kill somebody if we find one of those manuals there, too. Okay, here is the NOE. Opening it. Phew, good, it's not yet in there. So let me put it in. Great. Now I have all Swedish Donkey Kong 2 versions complete. In a situation like this, when you buy a game that does not have a cartridge bag, it comes handy when you bought a Super Tennis before. Adding a consumer information leaflet. Finished. Here you can see all 14 DKC2 games that I have. They don't fit on the screen. Let's continue with Mario Kart. It also includes an SCN manual, but cartridge bag and consumer are missing. It's the NUKV-2. Good that I bought the Pilot Wings ETA before. Thanks to that I now have a cartridge bag. Consumer info. Game complete. Schwupp, Super Mario Kart number 13 for my collection. Beautiful, isn't it? SimCity, NUKV is the only game from this purchase that I already had before. I bought it in order to add the Swedish manual. I already have it. Fuck. Hey, at least I could upgrade the condition of the full-colored manual. Yay! Oh, cool, do you see that? One of the cartridges is SCN coded, the other €1. Again, gotta check the almighty list of SCN. Turns out that the classic edition had the cartridge as Euro labeled. The SCN card is from the normal, gray SCN version of SimCity. Huh? What the? Look at this. This cartridge bag isn't original. Let's have a comparison with an original one. Somewhere here I had one lying around. Ah, good, there it is. You can clearly see the difference. The fake one is much bigger. The material is very good, though. Fooled me on my first glimpse. With all this repro trash around nowadays, it's hard to determine what is original and what is not. Especially with cartridge bags, it's sometimes hard to see. On photos in particular. You simply cannot tell the difference. Often sellers use this in order to let their game look better. And it works. I've shown you all of my DKC2s, I have shown you my Mario Karts. What kind of a person would I be to not show you my SimCities? Still many versions missing though. NOE-1, French, Spanish and Australian No-1. I am currently working on a list of ETA games that I don't have yet. Especially finding ETA-1s is hard. In this case it was a lot easier. I already had the ETA-1 of Super Ghouls and Ghosts, and bought the ETA No-1 here. The condition is good, all complete with dust bag and consumer leaflet and ETA. There are about 25 to 30 ETA games that are still missing in my collection, versus 97 that I have. Notice that I have the ESP version sealed twice. So 9 games in total. Australian version is missing. This clip makes me sad. I was so fucking happy when I bought this. I felt like before I had sex for the first time of my life. I believe that I finally found one of the rarest versions that exist, Tintin in Tibet French/Dutch version No-1 or 2. See me now opening the game. Believe me, I died inside a little bit. It still felt like my first time sex, but the one with my Uncle Fred. How could this have happened? I want to show you an image of the eBay listing of the game. Here you see the photo that made me buy it. To me, it clearly says FAH No-1. Even when I zoom in more, I can barely see the -1. When you hold the box in your hands, you can't miss the -1, but on the photo I couldn't see it. Or was my wish to finally find the No-1 just that strong, that it blinded me? Here see the flaps from the photo on video. Fuck. Just a moment before the 12-minute mark of this video, I promised you I would talk about Tintin games. Here we are now. As far as I know there are 3 versions missing. First it's the NOE No-1. It's super rare. You will not find it. If you have it and want to sell it to me, message me. Same goes for the French/Dutch version. You will not find it. The third missing version is the ESP, which is rare and expensive, but not that much of a difficult one. 5 out of 7. Hee hee, funny. Man, I know that you'll love this one. The Legend of Motherfucking Zelda. Look at this beauty. The condition is superb. Close to new. It's the FRG version, which have been sold in Austria and Switzerland mostly. That's why the language on the box and in the manual is in German and French. The FRG of Zelda in this condition is a really good find. I have it already. But this time, I did not buy it by mistake. It was meant as a quality upgrade. Or let's say, this is half of the truth. I wanted to buy Super Probotector FRG from that seller, and I was sure that I would win the auction with my bid of over 200 euros. So I checked his other listings and found this Zelda game. The Zelda auction ended first, so I bid and won. Too bad that I got outbid on Probotector. Now I don't have the Probotector FRG, but made a Zelda quality upgrade for over 200 euros. I guess I suck at money management. I'm going to lose some money when selling the old Zelda, but I'm happy anyway. Finding a game like Zelda in this condition makes me happy. Well, at least as happy as an empty person like me can feel. This seller is a brave motherfucker, sending my boxed game in an envelope. Oh. This cardboard, self-made cardboard protection, thingy, kinda worked. This is the second F-Zero ETA No-1, where I accidentally won best offer on 2 different listings, which usually never works. Oh shit, another one of these dust bags, that look kinda original, but are a lot longer. What a scam. At least the consumer information leaflet is included in an advertisement paper. Still gonna lose money on this. It seems to me that losing money becomes a theme of my collecting. Obviously this contains some paper. Maybe a manual or a Bergsala flyer. The amount of safety precautions, double-layered cardboard and all this tape, leads me to the conclusion that something of high value must be in here. Maybe a manual for Final Fight 3? Or an original receipt for Knights of the Round? No. Fuck no. 2 consumer information leaflets, ETA version, in, at best, good condition, and an Italian black and white manual for F1 pole position. I'm scared shitless, I can tell you, that I already have this asshole. Let me check. I don't have it. Congratulations to myself. IQ of 15 restored. Whoa. Now I should update it to my list, because next week I won't fucking remember. I think I have a deja vu. Or a deja open. I don't know. What opened is in French. I skipped high school. One complete Bergsala Super Nintendo flyer. One loose page of such a thing. And 2 NES Bergsala flyers. Bought it for the original dust bag. No comment. Due to my I don't sell incomplete games policy, I had a Terranigma UKV without manual lying around for years. Now I bought a manual for it. Cost me quite a fortune, €50 to be precise. I bought it from fucking Ireland. Hard to sell a game in a bad condition at a good price, but I will try. I have seen this item on the Spanish eBay site months ago, but decided not to buy. It's the Italian version of Asterix, which is super rare. The best thing is that the poster was included, but the manual is not. That's why I didn't buy it at first, because I thought I wouldn't be able to find a manual, ever. When I found it on eBay again 2 weeks ago, I bought it. I thought that it will most likely happen, that I find an SNESretep without the poster, but with manual. In that case I could complete this. It's a bit dumb, no matter how I do it. Imagine it gets sold to another guy and right after that I find a manual. That would piss me off. Look at all my Asterix games. So many revisions. The NOE-1 is missing. In my opinion it's one of the 3 rarest NOE games that exist. UKV-1 also is missing, but I don't know yet, if it is hard to find or not. Of course the ETA will not be added until it is completed. As you can see, I bought a Zelda game Classic Edition. It's the German version. The seller described the game as in its new condition. What do you think? Does it look like a game fresh from the factory? Here you can see the reason why I bought it. The original receipt from the 90s. It's my 79th game that got an original receipt. When listing the game on eBay, I will have to think if it's good condition or very good. Better stick with good condition. Fits better. From now on I will try to complete my German games. I have all German games, except for some Dash versions. I made a list of games that I know that exist, but which I don't have. The list contains 10 games. Here I bought the Axel NOE-1. Now I got all 3 of them. Wanna know which other games are missing? Asterix NOE-1, Gods, Krusty's Super Fun House, Prince of Persia-1, SimCity-1, Bart's Nightmare-1, Super Castlevania-2, which I have already bought, but not received yet, Turtles in Time-1, Theme Park-1, but there I only need a cart, got the rest of it already, and Tim in Tibet, which is super rare. Between the 23 and 24 minute mark of this video, I told you that someone listed a FIFA 98 NOE after several years of waiting. And of course I bought it. Cost me €60. I also bought the Lion King French version. Don't ask me why. I already have it. Here we got 3 sets of boxes with manuals missing the cart. I bought this, because I want those sweet Bertzilla flyers and the consumer information leaflets. Completing the Sim City and Yoshi's Island will be tough, because GPS card of Yoshi and SCN card of Sim City will be hard to find. Donkey Kong 3 has a Euro card. That one is easy. This purchase is plain simple. Own loose box and manual of a game. Buy missing cartridge. Combine. Sell for good money. Cocaine and hookers. Now look at this. This fucker of a seller didn't tape the box at all. The postman could have opened it, put money in it, and closed it without me even noticing it. Shit. Just completed an incomplete box and manual, just to get a new box and manual. But this time it's for one of the best games ever made, Superman 64. Let's see if I can remove the price tags without damaging the box. Here's it again after the sticker removal procedure. And I have to say, yes, I could remove the price tags. Good job. This parcel came all the way from Japan. And I paid almost 900 euros in total for the item, the shipping costs and the customs fee. But I think it was worth it. Check it out. A motherfucking shipping box of Run Saber. And it's unopened. There are 6 games in such a shipping box. Wanna know something? With this new shipping box of Run Saber I have 5 in total. One of them is in my collection and I own 4 more in order to sell them. But I will sell them in some years, because at the moment the price of the game is completely down. Seems like some guy from Japan got an old stock and was flooding the market for the last 18 months. It will take some time for the price to regenerate, but it will, because the game was super rare before. Here I bought a German version of Super Castlevania. As you can see, it's the NOE-2 version, which I don't have, yet. Too bad that I currently don't have any original cartridge bags. So without it, I cannot add the game to my collection. The games from this parcel were bought from the same guy that I bought Tetris and Dr. Mario, Donkey Kong Country 2 Classics and Super Mario Kart Classics from. Like last time, he again gave me free shipping for absolutely no reason. The shipping for this parcel is 27 euros from Sweden to Germany. What a legend this seller is. The first game of the set is Super Double Dragon. Normally I don't buy games in such a bad condition, but Super Double Dragon SCN version is super rare. So I'll take this one as long as I don't find it in better condition. At least the cartridge and manual look good. Okay, next game? It's Jurassic Park. And it's the super rare SCN-1 version. I also don't have the normal SCN of Jurassic Park. But as I said, this title is super hard to find. At least the condition of Jurassic Park is very good. I paid almost 150 euros for it. For Jurassic Park. 150 euros. What a waste. The next game is Spider-Man X-Men, Arcade's Revenge. This is not the SCN version, because I have it already. It's the UKV. Not much more to say here. This is the last SCN version from this purchase, Krusty's Super Fun House. With this game there are only 23 SCN versions left, that I don't have. 96 SCN versions have already been collected. My goal is to finish the SCN collection in 2022. The last game, is the one I was most excited about, Terminator 2, the arcade game, in the motherfucking Spanish version. But my excitement came to a quick death, at exactly this moment. It's when I realized that this fucking seller added a UKV manual to the ESP game. I am going to open a complaint. Nah, just kidding. I should have watched more carefully. Legend, US version. And because I know for a fact that I would never collect US games, I bought this to earn some money. A friend of mine sold Legend US in very good condition for 400 euros. I'll now try to get 400 euros as well, for this copy in just good condition. Sometimes I'm a greedy fucker. I paid 130 euros for it, so I have the possibility to go a bit lower, if nobody wants to buy the game for 400 euros. In this parcel, we can see the items of two auctions I won. The first auction contains both of those Swedish black and white manuals for Mortal Kombat and Mortal Kombat 2. I paid 18 euros for it, which I find quite expensive. The other auction is all the rest which I got for, you won't believe it, 1 Swedish crown, or 10 euro cents. The problem with the Mortal Kombat manual is, that it was included with the UKV-2, but that version isn't in my possession yet. So I got 2 consumer information leaflets SCN version plus some extras for 10 cents. So, now this episode came to an end. It's fucking 70 minutes long. I have to say thank you, for watching it till the end. I think it was the best episode so far. It has been the most work-intensive episode, that's for sure. I have created a total of 128 sound files for the episode, 49 video files and 30 gigabytes of data. If you want to know more on Super Nintendo PAL collecting, make sure you subscribe to my channel. You can also check out my website at snes.pro. See you soon.